Hey, so today we're going to be running through the DSL100HR head. So this is the newest with what seemed like some minor improvements over the previous DSL iterations, namely better master volumes and more speaker cab options. I'm not that familiar with older DSLs, so not too sure what else has changed or been improved. Needless to say, I really like this and the 40 watt 1x12 model compared to like the 20 watt head. The 40 watt and the 100 might have a little bit more low end, a little bit more oomph, just to make it a bit more fun to play at lower volume. But I've only really played with the 5 watt, not the 20 watt, so I can't say for sure. The 5 watt 1x10 combo wasn't spectacular, it was just okay. So why do I like this amp? I mean, I can't play metal to save my life. I prefer 70s sort of jazz, fusion, rock, anything in that sort of area, and prog, stoner, doom, stuff like that. But I do like to chug power chords in drop D, which there will be plenty of in this video. The thing I like about this is it does a pretty good job of everything. The clean channel is fine. You know, they did a sort of weird thing with the high end, but the dirt channels are awesome. They take fuzz pedals and overdrives really well. And it's just a good neutral sounding amp that can do clean and dirty pretty well. So it's also great for demoing pedals and stuff like that, as well as writing music. Compared to the SV20 or even like a 100 watt plexi, the DSL is a lot easier to dial in the EQ and just get going. If you change from clean to dirty channel, I normally just lower the treble and lower the presence for the cleans and maybe bring some bass back in. Whereas dialing in the EQ on the plexi style circuits for different volume levels can be a bit of a nightmare, as well as balancing the bright and the normal channels. Sonically, it doesn't get as bright, doesn't have as much low mids as the SV20 head, but it's hard for that to come through as clearly in videos. So in my DSL versus SV20 video, from that video I don't think they sound that different, but in the room or even just playing them both through cab sims, the SV20 is a lot more fun to play cranked up for that specific sound, but it won't do the high gain sounds that the DSL does. So there's enough difference between them to justify having each of them for me. I went for the 100 watt head basically because when I had the 40 watt, I realized that they're built on the same PCB, with the 100 watt just having a wider faceplate. I mean, it's funny because all the pots are in the same place on the 40 watt, but it's flipped up the other way, so they go the opposite way, use the exact same board, so they're in the same locations along the board. And then, you know, with the 100 watt just having 2 extra power tubes and bigger output transformer, so they do sound almost identical. Basically, I was only using my 40 watt combo through the 412, so, and then the used 100 watt head came up cheap on Reverb, so I decided to trade across. I think it was about 320 British pounds, which is about 410 US dollars. The other things I haven't said yet, mainly talking about the bass and the resonance. So they're useful at low volume and they're useful at higher volume for cleans, but the resonance knob is there essentially to simulate how the cab will resonate as you bring the volume up. So I don't really use the resonance volume if I'm playing any louder than bedroom. So the resonance knob if I'm playing any louder than bedroom volume, because that the cab is going to start resonating as you bring the volume up. That's just how resonance works. As you feed the cab, you know, more volume, the resonance will come about on its own. Whereas at low volume, it's not going to resonate, so that simulates it in a really cool way. So it's super useful at low volume. The reverb, same as the 40 watt, pretty pointless. Even the cheapest reverb pedal will probably be more fun to use and a little bit more useful. Anyway, let's start playing. We're using a Mexican Strat with a humbucker in the bridge, noiseless pickups. Straight in, we'll use some dirt pedals as well. And it's mic'd up with an SM57 and a Rode NTR, 2 different speakers. This is a 1960 TV 4x12 cab with 25 watt greenbacks.